It's your boy, DJ Akademiks, and check it out because, man, ain't that a beach? Now, Chief Sosa, almighty Sosa, his goddamn vehicle got repoed and he got grounded by his record label. They sent him to the room. No more Call of Duty. Chief Keef, what the fuck is going on? Y'all can't treat a savage like this. Now, let me tell you what's going on, right? Basically, Chief Keef, he got a nice car. He been stunting on Instagram when he was stunning his baby mamas with it. Come to find out, it's not even his. It's the owner of the record label gave him to show off in. And basically, he started acting the fuck up with the record label and they took back his shit. Okay? They sent him to the room and his record contract is suspended. Now, there's a lot to talk about, right? Because we're getting an official statement from Akademiks. I have reached out to Chief Keef, his camp, to try to get a statement from them as well, but they've never ever honored my request for a statement. To be honest, the only time I've ever gotten a statement is usually from Akademiks because Chief Keef's camp gives no fucks, okay? Now, the statement was, and by the way, this came through DJ Vlad, Chief Keef's contract was suspended 2 weeks ago because his management went off and did a tour without our approval. Not happy with the direction they're taking him. And then they said about the management team, same shit over and over. And they're basically saying they're limiting his appeal to a wider audience. And I'm not saying he should sell out, just be more prolific, okay? Now, basically, Akademiks also said, I don't blame Chief Keef, I blame his shady management. Keith, which is Chief Keef, is a fucking superstar. Okay, now, where do we start? Because we got to kind of go back. Let's go back to when Chief Keef was signed to Interscope, right? Remember, he was signed to Interscope. He got a nice big deal. It was a 7-figure deal, and they realized quickly that, man, yo, Chief Keef, he got time for the motherfucking ops. He don't got no time to be over here shooting no photo shoots, no goddamn music videos. You know what I mean? So they booked like a couple video shoots for him. He didn't show up. They booked interviews. Didn't show up. He didn't give a fuck about what the label had going on. He went up to the office at Interscope. He looking demonic as fuck. The only person who could talk to him and he could kind of have a pulse was Jimmy Iovine. So they realizing like this nigga is either mentally fucking retarded or he is extremely troubled. Okay? So basically, they put the album out. He ain't done no damn press. He ain't been cooperating. And the album should have sold more. It only did 50,000 records. Now, after that week, it basically died out pretty quickly because it didn't have a second single to push. They didn't have a second video. He didn't do nothing. Right? So they get all the money from that. They recoup. And then they say, you know what, man? We're not going through the shit again with this guy. They drop him. They drop Chief Keef. Chief Keef's not a free agent. Now, let me clear this up because this is important. Finally, Rich is owned by Interscope still, which means Chief Keef can't license it to nobody. He can't do nothing with nobody. Interscope owns that works, okay? So they own that shit for now until he buys it back or somebody else buys it back, right? Now, after Chief Keef's a free agent, we're wondering, like, what's going to happen? Is his career over? Damn, this is crazy. Now, he gets signed by Film on TV. You're probably wondering, why didn't he get signed by another major? Now, it's been talks through the grapevines that this nigga you just can't work with. Chief Keef is not somebody you could actually work with. No label wanted to touch Chief Keef. If you tell him to do something, he won't do it. He will do whatever he wants to do whenever he wants to do it. Okay, so Film on TV, and really this Greek billionaire, Akademiks, he says, I'm going to take a shot at Chief Keef. Actually, Chief Keef, he has that personality. He doesn't give a fuck about nothing. He wants to run his own show. I'm kind of like that, and I'm a billionaire. I'm going to take a shot on this kid. So they sign a record deal together. Now, let me explain, because I have a source that have kind of explained to me the details about this record contract and what it kind of entails. And to say the least, it's not a regular recording contract, okay? Basically, it's almost like a 360 deal, but I won't even say the word, okay, even though I just did. They basically agree to bring Chief Keef to another level and distribute his music, which every label does, right? Promote his music, every label does that. But then they're going to completely, at least in the interim, take up his living expenses that he doesn't have to live in Chicago because he can't go back there anyway. So he's living in the Hollywood Hills based on the dime of this billionaire. Okay, so a lot of people think he owns a crib and he's doing this. A billionaire is paying for it. He's just chilling there. Okay, now, They also promise him we're going to find new methods of promotion. If you don't know, Film on TV, they have a lot of in-house technology, and they've been trying to get Chief Keef out there in different ways other than what a label would do. A label's going to go to radio. They're going to go to the same like 5 places, and if you flop, you flop. They have one size fits all, okay? So Film On says they're going to try some new different things with Chief Keef, okay? Now, not only that, they're going to use the hologram technology, which is an in-house portion of their company. They're going to make him the front person for everything they got going on. And it was supposed to be very dope. It sounds good. As I said, it's being bankrolled by Alki Davis, a Greek billionaire. Now, Instagram and real life are 2 different things, because we all saw him with his BMW i8. We thought it was his. He was stunned like a motherfucker, you know what I mean? He was rapping about it, everything, but it's not his. Now, his daddy gave him the car, and believe me, his daddy is Alki David. I don't care what you say, his daddy is Alki David. That's the guy paying for everything. That's the daddy, okay? Now, perhaps, and this is why I reached out to Chief Keef's team for a statement, because from what I heard is that Chief Keef, he wasn't supposed to go on the Camp Glow tour, okay? He booked that tour without Film On's consent, okay? Film On was actually trying to book a tour for him. They were going to do a tour, right? That was the plan. But for whatever reason, it didn't come together as nicely, so they didn't do it. And I think they were about to scrap plans on it. And Chief Keef's management said, whoa, we ain't canceling no tours in this bid. We need to get this goddamn money. Now, they went out on their own and actually booked dates, and then they came up with this tour. Now, because of that, the record label is saying, what the fuck are you guys doing? It's okay if you're doing like one show, but you're doing an entire tour without our consent. Now, you got to imagine what's going on. And this is why I'm saying it sounds like a 360. Because they've invested so much in Chief Keef that they would get offended that you're going on tour without them being cut into the profits, okay? Without them actually having an input. Because they're putting a lot of money on the line, and you're trying to say, yeah, put all this money into me to get me back hot or back on that national level, and I'll go get some side money. People are not going to rock with that. Now, because of that, Alki David is blaming Chief Keef's management, who they feel have corrupted Chief Keef into kind of making himself a single dimension artist and not multifaceted or multidimensional. Okay, not only that, he's doing things that the label thinks is not productive for their goal or their plans or what they foresee him to be. So because of that, they have suspended him in the contract. Now here's the thing about the suspension, right? The suspension doesn't mean he's dropped. Right? The suspension means he's grounded. And as I said, grounded means you're going to your room, you're going to sit there, you're going to, no TV, and then hopefully you're going to come back down, we're going to talk about it, and then we're going to be good. Because Chief Keef can't now get to another label. He can't now go drop an album somewhere else. Because if that happens, Alki David, usually by the contract, could then take whatever work down, because that's still a contracted work. Okay, I'm hoping you guys understand this. So basically, they've suspended his contract, pretty much kind of just like playing their card to say, Keef, you better start acting right, man. We're not trying to get it to go this direction. We're suspending you. Get your mind right, or else we're going to really have to do some fucked up shit. Okay, the car got repoed, and it's really just they're playing their card to try to get Chief Keef to act right. Now, what do I think, right? Chief Keef don't give a fuck. Chief Keef is going to do what he wants when he wants, okay? The thing is, man, and the thing with a lot of these labels, especially independent labels, they struggle with is that with the advent of social media, it's hard to control somebody like Chief Keef, okay? If Chief Keef wants at the fingertip, he has social media, he could set up a tour by himself. At the fingertips, if he want, he could tell at least 10,000 of his fans like, yo, my album is out now, okay? So it's hard to control a person that, to be honest, he feels like he's in control. How are you going to control me when I think I got to control? So that's where it's at now, and we're hoping they do resolve it, because I do think Alki David and Chief Keef, I do think they're a good team. And I think if Chief Keef follows this plan, or at least a plan that was outlined to him that was also regurgitated to me, it sounds like something good, but who knows, man? Chief Keef has never been one to follow status quo. He gives no fucks, all right? The fact that he would miss those video shoots last year, I know he grew up. He made a couple of interviews and public statements that, yo, listen, man, I have changed and I'm focused. But at the end of the day, he has people around him constantly in his ears saying, yo, we got to go get this money. We can't be over here sitting back for the label. And especially when it's a company that's not only, I mean, Chief Keef is their only artist, but they're doing a lot of things besides music, right? They're trying to get into broadcasting, securing deals, and fighting the FCC. So it's a lot of stuff going on. So you guys gonna comment, make sure you guys like, definitely subscribe. It's your boy, the Akademiks, man. I'm out.